Hi friends, good morning. My name is Rohitash. Welcome to this Cypress testing tutorial. In this video, we will walk through the essential steps to set up and use Cypress for automation testing in real-world projects. Whether you are testing a deployment, QA, or staging environment. What is Cypress? Before we talk about what is Cypress, let's consider an important question. If your web application built in with modern JavaScript framework like a React, Angular or Vue.js, you need to write automation tests. What is the first tool or framework that comes to your mind? So answer is Selenium. However, for automating tests specifically in modern JavaScript application, Cypress can be more effective solution. Now let's understand what is Cypress. Cypress is open source end-to-end testing framework designed especially for web applications. Cypress is widely used for automation testing, specifically application built with modern JavaScript framework like React, Angular or Vue. So Cypress is a web automation tool or framework. So now, does Cypress support cross-browser testing? The answer is, let's see the answer on Cypress documentation website. So I'm opening this first link. So here what they are saying, Cypress has the capability to run tests across multiple browser. Currently, Cypress has a support for Chrome family browsers, Firefox and WebKit and Safari browser engine. So basically, Cypress has cross-browser testing support only for Chrome as and Safari and Firefox. Extron is a inbuilt browser by this Cypress. But if you want to do the cross-browser testing on Chrome as and Firefox, that should be installed locally. But Selenium supports multiple cross-browser testing rather than Cypress. Cypress widely used for writing components-based unit test cases as well as end-to-end automation testing in modern JavaScript framework. In Cypress, you can also write automated tests using JavaScript. If you are already familiar with JavaScript, you can quickly get up to speed up with Cypress. In just one day, you can learn basic of Cypress, and by the next day you will able to start writing automated test cases. This is my experience. This makes Cypress an essential tool for developers who are familiar with the JavaScript, and it's very easy. However, when it comes to writing automated test cases in Selenium and other frameworks, you need to have a strong understanding of Java or other programming languages. These requirements can make it more challenging for those who are not familiar with this language. Next question I have in my mind, I would like to share with you, like, can we perform end-to-end automation testing for a JavaScript web application using Selenium? Answer is yes. Selenium is popular tool for end-to-end testing for web application, including those built with JavaScript framework like React, Angular, and Vue. Selenium allow you to automate interaction with web pages, simulate user actions, and validate accepted behavior across different browsers. It making it suitable for end-to-end testing. in complex web application. Selenium WebDrive can be used with JavaScript by setting it up with Node.js and interacting with a testing framework like Mocha or Jest. The next question comes in my mind, which is the best automation testing framework for JavaScript web application? Selenium or Cypress? The answer is, when it comes to choosing between Selenium or Cypress for automating JavaScript web application, it is essential to consider their distinct strengths and limitations. Both frameworks are powerful, but they are best suited to different needs and scenarios. So, Cypress, built especially for modern web application, Cypress is designed to work exclusively with JavaScript/TypeScript apps, offering a fast, easy to use testing experience with the browser. Selenium, a versatile cross-language tool. Selenium supports multiple languages, Java, C Sharp, Python, and can automate any web application across almost all browsers. Selenium flexibility make it ideal for scenarios where you need cross-browser support and languages flexibility. In Cypress, we have a free test runner where we can execute the test cases, writing the scripts, reporting the results. But in Cypress, we also have a dashboard to get extra features that is like a paid. The first step, introduction of Cypress, is completed. Now we can move to the second step, set up Cypress with live QA dev and staging environment as a separate project, folder structure as per the live project. So let's see. In Cypress setup, we will walk through with these steps. First of all, we need to make sure we need to download the latest version of Node.js. Then after, the second step, we need a one IDE to write the Cypress test cases. For that, we will install Visual Studio Code. In third step, we will create a separate folder. Inside that, we will create a separate project. To create a separate project, we need to create the package.json file using this command like npm init. Then after, in fifth step, we will install the Cypress. In last step, we will see whether Cypress is successfully installed or not. So let's validate first step. So I will open terminal. I will show you I have already installed the node version, node -v. So the node version 18 is already installed my system. After that, I will validate the second step. I don't know, you can install on your system, but the VS Code is installed on my system, which is required. And third step, I need to create a folder. So I will go to the my desktop. Then after, I can create the one folder, Cypress. I will open it in the terminal. For third step, I will write this command npm init. By using this command, we can create the package.json file. So press enter. Now I can put like package name like Cypress demo, or version maybe same. Nothing. I will press enter. Then I say nothing. I will press yes. Now I will check the package.json file is created. So I will open this in VS Code. So I will go to the open folder, then desktop, then my location in my computer, then React demo, then Cypress. Now it's open. The next step is install the Cypress. So I will go to the terminal. I will write npm install save cypre Cypress save tab. So it will hardly take 1 minute. Now see, it's installed. Cypress is installed. So I can go to the terminal. I will show you the node folder is created and all the dependencies has been installed. And package.json file, we can also check the dependencies. Cypress has been installed. The version is 13.15.2. Now we can go to the next step. We can check whether Cypress is successfully installed or not. So we can run this command start npx Cypress open. So I can go to the terminal. So this is new one. So I will write npx Cypress open. So see, it will open default Xtone this browser. So here we will see two types of the test cases we can written in the Cypress. One is end-to-end, second is component-based testing. So as we will see the demo for the automation, so we will going through this one, E2E testing. So here are the some configuration files. So let me explain about the brief. In this file, the cypress.config.js file, we will set up the configuration as per the dev URL, as per the QA URL. Okay, so this is basically configuration file, and this file is for like something which we need to load it before your test cases file. We can say like it's a global configuration file. Let's suppose we have created some custom command and that need to be like loaded before your test cases. So we can put those command here. As you can see, command.js is especially for creating a custom commands and overriding the existing commands. And the last one, a fixture. So we verified it successfully installed. Now we can move to the third step where we will create a one test case. Let's click on the continue. Now we need to select a browser, and we have an option like a Google Chrome and Electron. For now, let's choose Electron browser. After selecting it, you will see an options to create your first specs file, and Cypress even provide a set of scaffold examples. So let's click on scaffold example specs to see what example included. As you can see, there are list of examples files cover a wide range of concepts. These examples are incredibly helpful for understanding how to get started with a Cypress. Let me show you these files. So let me click on OK. I got it. After that I will switch to VS Code. So here is the Cypress folder. So you can see the folder structure Cypress has been created. So these are the end-to-end specs files in E2E folder we write the our unit test cases. In fixture we write the fixtures, or in support we have a command. So these folder structure already created. So let's review these files. Let's suppose if we want to learn about the assertion, we can walk through these files. These have a lot of like examples. You can see should have a text, contain should have a html, body last, how to find it, get, how to use get, find, should, find first. These type of examples already there. These are like very useful examples. Now let's write our first Cypress test case. Before jumping in, we will need a web application to test. I will use one open source website, Orange HRMS. Let's imagine this is a live project where we will start by testing basic login and logout functionality, which is common in most applications. First, we will set up our own folder structure. To keep things organized, I will delete the predefined example specs created by Cypress. I will remove this folder. I will also remove this folder. The next step, I will set up the dev environment configuration inside cypress.configures.js file. Here define config function which help us organize all settings within a single object. Now let's look at each options within this configuration. I have already written this configuration, so let me copy paste it. I will walk through each and every property of defined config object. So Chrome Web Security is useful when we want to avoid codes error. Inside E2E, again Chrome Web Security false. Here we are ensuring it applies to the entire E2E test suite. The base URL, I have mentioned the base URL here because I can avoid writing the base URL again and again in my test cases. Default timeout, I have set it to 30 seconds because in complex DOM update or slow loading elements will take times. That's why I have set it to the 30 second. Inside environment variable setup, these lines are comment. I will explain later because these are useful when we generate the report. I have created Cypress environment this property. So this is useful to set up the dev, QA or a staging or production environment. So I have created this app property. By modifying this string, we can easily switch from dev to QA or QA to prod to staging. Specs pattern, specify the location and pattern for our test files. All test files ending in specs.cy.js within a Cypress E2E specs folder. I will create this folder later. Test isolation false, allowing state to persistent between the tests. The support files is where we can add a custom command or reusable logic that all test case can access, provide a lot of flexibility to managing and sharing the code. Specs folder inside E2E to writing our test cases. So I will type specs. I will also create a one common folder where I will save common object. Even I will create some common function or common object inside common file. So I will create a common object.js. This is useful for writing some common code. Inside common object.js file, I will create a one class where I will create a one common login app function. So that will take a two parameter like a username and password. Then after it will validate whether it is logged in or not logged in. So it is like login function is reusable ahead. So to solve this purpose, let me create this class. I will give it name common objects. Then after I will create a elements. Now I will get the username inside username and password inside password. So to get the username, we have a syntax like cy.get, then element, class name, attribute name, means selector. So I will switch to the here and I will check how I can get this value of this input field. So so I will check in the input there is a uh, so I can't believe on these class, maybe they will change. So I will believe on the username, name is equal to username, because username is unique on this form. So I will get the value by using this username. So what I will do, I will create a arrow function and return the cy dot get input. So the syntax is input. Then how we can get the attribute value, by you name is equal to username. Same for the password, because on that page password is unique. Now I will create the login app function. Here I will take a two parameter like username and password. Then after I will access these variables, this dot element dot username dot type and then username. So I will get here I will get this username. Then after I will validate should exist. So I will write should exist. If the browser saves some value, so I will clear it by using this clear function. Then after I will type the username, and once name is typed, we can type the username by using this type function. So once username is typed, let me decorate it. So once username is typed, then after I can validate like should have dot value username. I can copy the same syntax, just change this dot element dot the function name password, then exit. Then I will create the already saved password. Then after I will type the password. So I will copy this and should have the value password. Then after I will check the attributes or a class or CSS selector of this login. So there is a no unique ID or unique class. So I will prefer to get this value by using type is equal to submit. So I will write cy dot get input type is equal to submit dot click. Let me walk through this file. So I have created a one common objects class. Inside that I have created a login function so I can reuse it. So I am taking two parameter username and password. So I will validate username password. I am taking two parameter username and password so I can type and automate the login functionality. So what so I have also created one elements object. Inside that I am getting the username password. So this is also like a useful so what I am doing here, I am getting this object by using this dot element, the username, because it is returning the function, and then if elements is exist in the DOM, so I am checking by using this should exist function. If something is already in cache, so I am clearing that one using this clear function. Then after I am typing, type is used to type inside the input element, so I am typing this username, and then after I'm validating should have a username. Then again same thing I'm doing. I'm getting this password elements, then validating whether it is existing in the DOM or not. I'm clearing the already saved password, then after I am typing it and validating the password. After filling both field, I am clicking on the submit button. If it submit, it will get a login. We will write the first automation test case. So first of all, I will import common object file. I will go to the cypress.config.js file to get this app environment configuration. I will create one variable environment. There is a function cypress.en. Through this function we can get this information. Now I will import the login credential. I will use require function to get this file login credential login credential. So now I will use this string as a folder name. So I will copy, because in this variable I am getting this folder name. So I will replace this with dynamic folder name. So if my configuration is here QA, then it will pick a QA file. It will pick inside fixture, you can see QA, then after QA file. Okay, if my configuration is dev, then it will pick dev1. Then save it. Then I will create object of my login object class by using new keyword login object common object. The class name is common object, so I have created like the object is common object. Now I will create a describe. What is the use of describe? Basically using describe we can group the R test cases. So I will give us some meaningful message like login and logout verification test case. So before we write any test case, we need to visit the URL. If you already log in, then if you are trying to visit the URL, then it will not open that URL. So what we will do, we will write a before method. Inside before method we will create the cookies or session storage. Then after we will visit the this login URL. So how we can clear the cookies and session storage? By using clear all cookies function of Cypress, clear all session storage. So cy dot clear all cookies, cy dot clear all session storage. So it will visit this page before running each and every test case. After that I will write my first test case. I will give some meaningful name. So let's suppose you are working on the live project. You have lots of functionalities. So there are two way. You can write one single file for all test cases, or you can write like separate files. So if you have like a 500 test cases, then how you will reach to the particular test case, which one is failed. So we will give us some meaningful name like test case hyphen 01 then column, then I will give the name. I will give the meaningful name. First I am writing the automation test case on the basis of incorrect username and password. Here I will use the login function from this common object file. Login function comma login credential dot incorrect password. After entering wrong username and password, what's the message? So I will check here. So I'm checking. So it is giving invalid credential message. So I need to validate this one. So I will do the inspector and I will try to get this text and I will validate that. So I'm checking on the basis of this class I can get this text message. So basically I can copy this syntax. So I will write cy dot get. Now my test case is written. Let me run this first test case. So the command is npx cypress open. Let's see what will happen, whether our test case is passed or not. So it is showing one login specs or test case. So I will click on it. It will automatically run. So it is clearing the cookies. Then after clicking cache, then visiting our login page, it is getting the username. It is getting and typing the username. Then after it is getting the submit element. So after that he can click on the login button, but maybe some issue. Oh, so basically this is a button, but I have written the wrong query. Input type is equal to submit, but it's a button, so I need to fix that. So I will go to the common object and I will change it to the button and then save it. Then it will get automatically run once I have saved it. So login typed and then after, yeah, now test case is passed. After that I will write second test case where I will verify positive scenario. So I will copy paste. I will write 2 and I will change this message: verify login and logout credential with correct credential. So I will copy paste correct credential from this file. So username. After successfully logging, I need to check where it is redirecting. So I will validate that URL. Let me log in it. So it is redirecting to the dashboard index URL. I can validate by using cy dot URL should includes dashboard slash index. So after login it will take time. So there is a function to wait in between. So I will use wait function and wait for 1 second after login. Then after I will validate this URL. Let me run the test case again. Let me run it. npx cypress open. It is running first test case. Let's see whether it is passed or failed. So first case test case is passed and second test case is also passed. Now we will write the third test case for the logout. Let me write the third test case to verify the logout. Let me copy paste, and before writing the third test case I need to verify what happened after the login. So I will go to the browser admin123 So after login, it is redirecting to the dashboard, and I need to click on this drop down, and there is a logout li maybe. So first of all, I need to check where I am clicking. So basically I am clicking on this p tag, the mouse user. The class is Oxford user drop down name. So I can use this class, this one. Even I can Oxford user drop down tab. So I will copy this one. Then after, so I will change it to the test case 3, verify logout. Will remove it. Then after the I can log in successfully. Then after I can wait for 2 seconds, and I will try to get this. I will try to click on this drop down. So I will use get exist dot click. If it is clicked, then this logout li is open maybe. So let me check what is the its name is Oxford link. Text is logout. So I will get this by using cy dot get. So it will give all the allies which having this class. So what I will do, I will simply use contains, because in the uh, in this page we have only one logout text. So I will directly use contains, and text I will use logout, then should exist, then I will fire the click event. After click logout, again I will redirect to the login page. So I will wait for 2 seconds. Then after I will validate cy.url should includes auth login. So let me save it and run this test case again. You can check here when I am running again. So uh, it's login. Then after it is clicking on that user icon. So it is trying to get that user icon. Something is wrong. Maybe I'm unable to get this element. So let me check it. See, okay, why it is failed? Because in the second test case I have logged in this but I haven't log out. So in the second test case it should be log out, because I am again login it. So what I will do, I will write this test case into these lines into this one. I will after login I will wait for 2 seconds. I will wait for 2 seconds. Then after I will click on it, and then after I will click on logout, and then let's see whether it will login redirect to the login page or not. If it is successfully redirect to the login, then after it will get verified automatically. So let me move that. Yeah, it is typing, then incorrect, the validating second one. Then I will click on it, and maybe logout is missing. So logout is missing. Why? The site is converted to another language. That's why the logout is missing. It will get failed. Yeah, it will get failed. So let me close it and let me rerun it and click on it. It is verifying first test case. So login page open. The first test case is passed. The second test case is also passed, because now it's in English language. So it is checking whether we have a logout text. So it will fail because I have written in small. So I will write it into capital log out. The first test case is passed, the second test case is passed, and third test case is also passed, and it is verifying the third test case. Third test case is again failed because I have written small. Now again it is running. The first test case is passed. Yeah, first test case is passed, second is passed, and third test case is also passed. Yeah, three test cases are passed.